Startling, rarely seen footage from the Brooklyn Bridge has rekindled the debate on whether the 9 Elven used hijacks and fairy planes or simply fairy tales on that fateful day. We'll present you the evidence and let you make up your own mind. First, we need to verify exactly where this footage was filmed from so that we can identify and compare camera perspective with the official flight trajectory and evidence to make sure the buildings could not have been in any way obscuring any fairy plane. Here we see clearly the person is standing left of the Spacebuster building. Just further down ahead on his left, we see the distinct 333 Pearl Street. And as we see a bridge between them, the end of the Brooklyn Bridge. Just to the right of the World Trade Centers from the camera's perspective, the white Tartarian Woolworth building with the distinct green top dome. And just to the left in front of the World Trade Centers, the black rectangle tower of One Liberty Plaza. Spacebuster on the right, Brooklyn Bridge on the left, 333 Pearl Street, One Liberty Tower, Woolworth Tower, World Trade Centers. This is the camera angle we are watching. Spacebuster on the right, Brooklyn Bridge on the left, 333 Pearl Street, One Liberty Tower, Woolworth Tower, World Trade Centers. Why is this important? Because from the camera's perspective filming angle line, this places 45th Park Place and 30 Western Broadway on the exact right side of the Twin Towers, which places the fairy plane arrival and impact on the left side of the camera angle. Why? Because the official 9 Elven NIST, or rather MIST report, tells us that 45th Park Place and Murray Street, 3 city blocks further from the towers, is where both an engine and landing gear from the second ferry plane was found, if you can believe that, after striking through the South Tower at such a speed that both went flying through the solid steel column core of the building and landed there without disintegrating. Sort of like you punching through Mount Everest and your fist being found in the valley on the other side of the mountain. So, we are told by the 9 Elvens that this first fairy plane strikes the North Tower's higher 94th through 98th floor first, flying from the direction over 45th Park Place and Murray Street into the towers. Or rather, from the right side of the filming camera's perspective angle, traveling left into the towers. So far, so good. And then this second fairy plane strikes the second South Tower on its lower 78th through 84th floors from the opposite direction, from the left side of the camera's perspective angle to the towers heading to the right, sending the engine and landing gear flying even further right 3 blocks away, landing on 45th Park Place and Murray Street from our camera's view. So again, from our camera angle and perspective, we will clearly see the second fairy plane come in from the left side of the viewing screen and strike the South Tower from left to right. Let's watch it in real time. Did you miss it? Let's watch it again, closer. Still missed it? Let's zoom right in and watch it in reverse, in slow motion, and see the ferry plane leaving the building backwards. Well, that's odd. We know there should be a giant ferry plane there, clear as day. The NIST report told us that the first ferry plane struck the North Tower at the higher 94th to 98th floors, and that the second ferry plane hit the South Tower on the much lower 78th to 84th floors. Yep, check. We know that the second ferry plane crashed into the southeast side of the South Tower and sent the engine and landing gear crashing through the northeast side of the tower and landing 3 blocks north on 45th Park Place and Murray Street. And there certainly is an explosion right there. Check. We know we are looking at the correct angle of the towers because 45th Park Place and Murray Street are on the north side of the second struck South Tower, or the right side of this cameraman's recording angle, and there is no Brooklyn Bridge on the west side of these towers, so we have to be viewing them from the east. Thus, the ferry plane had to have come in from the left side, or south. Check. The only thing missing is an actual ferry plane, instead of the fairy tale we seem to have been given instead. By the way, this massive thing is a Boeing 767 engine, and no, those are not midgets, they are full-sized adults. I don't know what this tiny 1.5-foot engine, the size of the Murray Street sign, belongs to, or what it's even doing there. I suppose you could ask the 9 Elven Is Fairy Ailey Project Gelatin art students who line the entire 91st floor with dozens of giant boxes filled with BB-18 electrical fuses and repelling ropes. Maybe that little engine was part of their project, but that's none of my business.